Go see.
Growth as a pass rusher so far this year. Is that something you've enjoyed, kind of proving people wrong on?
Not about proving people wrong. It's just about keep working. Obviously, it's a progression. It's developing. We just keep on putting our hard hat on, going to work. That's all my process is. That's what I do it for. It's just to give myself more value. I don't want to be known as just a run stopper. I want to be known more than that, all-around guy. So, we just continue working. It's not Rome is a building one day. We just put our hat on. We just keep working.
Just getting those third down snaps, how good does that feel?
I mean, it's what I'm supposed to do. Whenever situation they throw me in, that's what I want to do. So whether it's third down, first down, I always said my job is to get them to third down, but now I kind of want to be on the field. So whatever I can do, just hold value, just maintain, do what I can.
What has it taken to grow that much in that area?
Just takes a little dedication. Look in the mirror, look at the man in the mirror, knowing what you got to fix, and then reviewing it. Every day I sit in the meeting room, I got my iPad. I'm sitting there writing down things I need to do, like, I messed with my hands on this one, or I wasn't low on this one. That's why I got drove back. So just little things like that, but it's all about improvement, self-improvement, and just looking at yourself intrinsic.
Along those lines, the extra time you guys had between the last game and this next one, how much did you do things like that, watching film, seeing those kind of things?
Well, I would say, I did. Hey, how you doing, Jordan? Yeah, I did. That's everything. That's after the game, watching film. Obviously, I took some time to myself, connected with people in my family and everything. But other than that, it's my job. So I make sure that I be the best person I can be for the betterment of the team. That's really what I do it for.
Jordan, this has been kind of a little bit of a crazy start to the season. You're playing Sunday, then Thursday, then Monday. How difficult is it to find a routine when routine is so important to you guys?
You just have to adapt. That's what we sign up for with football players. Nothing's never going to be perfect, but I will say this is a weird start to the season. We ain't going to have a regular week until week 5, 6. So, but that's what we do. It's here for it. Everything happened. Anything could happen. Luckily, we scraped by with 2-0, so we just want to continue that.
What's been the biggest difference in you year 1 to year 2 so far?
Being a pro. I'm not saying that in terms of being a professional, but in terms of just doing the little things right, making sure I'm living right, making sure I'm eating right, making sure I'm doing the little things, even at the crib, making sure, I get on a routine with my dog. Hey, Kyra. I love you too, Nolan. But just getting a routine, coming in a little early, working on my body, just little stuff like that. It's not really, no special sauce. It's no secret formula. It's nothing crazy. It's just the little things and living right.
When they brought in Jalen, did you feel like you had to take your game up in that regard to another level so that you could be the role model? It's like, you can't say it and not do it.
Shoot, I was doing this before Jalen was even considered to be picked, but having him, we push each other, and that's the beautiful thing about it. We all just feeding off each other's energy. This is what we did in college, so it's easy. It's kind of going back to our regular days where it's Jalen. I look to my side, it's Jalen working, or be like, hey Jalen, let's get a little, let's do a little something after practice, or let's watch this, or let's go watch this film on. Shoot, we watch film on Chris Jones, Aaron Donald, just to see what those guys type of doing. So anything that we could do, I like to work together. I'm not good as a solo, but just having that guy, just pushing you, and that's not even just Jalen, that's everybody across the board. You got guys like Tui over there. Make sure y'all chop it up with him. We got guys, but everybody pushes each other in that room. That's the beautiful thing about the room. We push each other, and then we got Rock. Rock is always going to demand the highest out of us. So anything that we can do, and just to prove to ourselves that we can do it together, and it really runs through us.
Throughout training camp, you talked a lot about your expectations looking forward to playing with Jalen. Now that you've gone 2 games together at the pro level under your belt, how has the reality measured up to the expectations?
It's great, man. It's great. It's like college. He's doing the same thing he's doing in college, and, I'm getting better. So, just to see each other elevate, and just to, we're going through this journey together. Who knows how long we're going to be here together, but it's just beautiful to see, him growing up, I'm growing up, and it's just college all over again. So I think that's the beautiful thing about it. I get to look at him in meetings and be like, yo, Jalen, who would have thought, bro? Nolan, who would have thought? Kobe, who would have thought? We'll all be together again. Even Swift, man, Swift just went and knocked out this homecoming. Who would have thought? We never would have thought Swift would be here with us, but it's just little things like that. It just makes you appreciative of life, because, it's just man, out of all the paths that we could have gone, all the paths that we could have crossed, we all end up back in Philly. So it's just a beautiful thing.
You mentioned some other defensive tackles. Have you watched any Vita Vea in your career?
Yeah, of course I watched Vita Vea. I like Vita. I like Vita a lot, and that was the guy that would always compare me to. And granted, we're both the same size, we're both big, we're both athletic, so of course our games are going to be similar. But hopefully I get to chop it up with him after the game. But until then, it's all about us.
You guys were saying after the last game that you guys are 2-0, but you haven't felt like you played anywhere close to your best football. As you guys have thought about it, where are some of the areas you feel like need to improve?
Just overall, team. Really, still, we don't even know what our best looks like, and that's the crazy thing about it. We're all working, we're all developing. By the time we look back on it, and you're gonna look at the first game, and then you're gonna look at the last game. Hopefully, that's where we want to be. We're just gonna be looking at it dang, look how far we came. It's the beautiful thing about the team. Even the teams previous I've been a part of, we never was how we were at the end of the season. So, like I say, Rome isn't built in a day. It all continues. We just put our hard hat on and work. That's what I like about this team. We just keep on working, and we know what we need to improve on. We just have to go out there and do it.
What's it like being here the first couple of days, and what have your teammates been like, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it's good. A lot has happened so far, so it's been kind of like a whirlwind of the past week or so. But yeah, locker room's great. All the guys have been really welcoming, and Jake and all the guys have been super great. So it's been good to kind of come around, and I've been watching this team kind of build up for a few years. So it's cool to be in here and just got to be part of it.
Yeah, what have you noticed from afar about this team, I guess?
Just the juice and the energy they bring. I've played against the team a few times, and over the years, it's just always been just a lot of energy. And I don't know. Now that I'm here, it's just a bunch of really good guys so far, and just a bunch of good dudes to be around.
When did this team come on your radar, and when did you work out for them?
I worked out 2.5 weeks ago, maybe. It was a week before the first regular season game. So. Yeah, it kind of came on my radar maybe a few weeks before that. Just knowing that there was a possibility there, and just kind of seeing everything pan out the way it did.
What's it like when you're kind of waiting for a phone call? Where were you? What were you doing? That kind of thing.
Just working out and staying ready for a phone call, So I just didn't really know what opportunity was going to pop up, and I'm glad this one did, and I'm glad to be here. But I was basically just working out and staying ready for it.
How do you view your NFL career so far?
It's definitely been a roller coaster. I feel like it's the way a lot of guys' NFL careers go, but it's definitely been a roller coaster. It's been good. I'm thankful for every bit of it. Just hoping to keep climbing from here.
Are you better now than you were when you first got in the league?
Yeah, I think so. I think that I think each part of my game has gotten a little bit better each year. So I'm hoping to kind of capitalize on that this year. But yeah, like I said, it's been a roller coaster. There's been definitely ups and downs every year. It's never been like just a constant parade or anything. But yeah, I think that I'm kind of getting better at each part of my game.
Michael Clay brought up the fact that you have punted in the Northeast and how that's kind of a different animal. What's the key to being good in inclement conditions sometimes?
It's definitely adjustments to make. I mean, I came from the South. I came from Texas A&M, and I grew up in Houston. So just dealing with it all was a bit of a shock at first. But now that I've been there for 3 years and been up here, I don't know. It's just expectations definitely pop up. When you get to the game, it's like, all right, I got to just play the way I can, the way that anybody can in these kind of conditions. And so it's also about getting used to them. Practicing in them every day is great for you. It might not be fun, but it's great for me. So,
as far as being a holder, is that overblown sometimes, or how important is that job and how difficult is it to hold for different guys?
I mean, in terms of the actual importance of it, I take it extremely seriously. I take a lot of pride in holding. I try to be spot on with it every time, and yeah, I don't know. I just really take that job very seriously because that leads to points. There's nothing more important than getting field than points, and so as much as punting is important, making sure that field goal is made is just as important. I think that at the end of the day, Jake is such a good kicker. I feel like you could hold it any way you want. It's probably gonna make the kick, but no, I'm trying to be as precise as I can. At the end of the day, holding is holding, and some guys like it a little bit differently, and it takes a day or two to kind of get that rolling and get in a rhythm there.
How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
The who?
Not till you just said something.
Never.
Quite often, actually. Think of aqueducts, bathhouses, grapes.
I usually think about it 3 times a week. Is that weird? What's that question for?
My wife asked me this question. Never. I don't know how this became a thing. I don't know if it's like a big joke everybody's playing.
I literally have a gladiator tattoo on my leg.
Maybe once every couple weeks. I'd say once every couple weeks. Yeah, once every couple weeks.
What happened in the Roman Empire?
What, Julius Caesar and what are you talking about? I just went to Italy this past summer, so I was thinking about it a little bit.
Hey, you be thinking about the Roman Empire, cuz?
No.
See, he's just weird. We can't count Swift. Swift is a different breed.
Like once every 6 year. Today is the first probably in 6 years.
Truthfully, I like once a month. I've already thought about it this month, so.
The Coliseum, y'all don't think about it?
Can y'all feel that? Can you feel what's about to happen on this field, man? Can you feel what we about to get into? They don't respect us. They don't know about our heart, man. That thing is beating in your doggone chest right now. Whatever you got today, I got to have it. Are you gonna